Well, let's see if it stays on. So far, so good. Okay, well. Yep, that's the one that's working. Can you guys hear me? Oh, wonderful. Hey, Florida Prepper, I got me a webcam and it's working. It doesn't want to work with my desktop. I've got it hooked to my laptop. But at least I can live stream, right? And I can use the new webcam. I don't know. How's the sound? Is it okay? Oh, good. Oh, good. Hi, Rational Wrong Think. Rod and South Florida Doug Larrabee and Central Florida Prepper and wow. Welcome to my live stream. I was really kind of just testing, but hey, you know, if we're going to have a live stream, might as well have a live stream. Hi, Finley. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Hi, leg hold check. So, anyway, I was able to, this is my second live stream, really, because I did one last night when I was trying to see if it was a YouTube problem or whether it was a hardware issue or a computer issue. So it seems like it's my desktop. It's not the webcam, and it's not YouTube, and it's not my laptop. It gets on the when I turn it on my desktop, what happens is it turns on like it should, right? And then after about 5 or 10 seconds, it just cuts off for no reason. It starts to go and says, nah, I'm done. So I was worried that it was going to work this way on this thing as well. I was afraid it was a camera issue, but it looks like it's not a camera issue. Hello, cat. Here's the Doom Kitty. Ooh, there she goes. So, well, it's okay. I know it's going to be a little bit of a delay. So, sometimes it's upwards of 5 or 10 seconds, you know, on other live streams that I've been on. I'm using a 5G, but this is a very old laptop, so I don't know exactly, you know, how fast it's going to be to do this. So, I think you can speed it up. There's a little on the bottom of your little video picture. There's a little cog that for settings, and if you click that, I think that you can speed it up to where there isn't a delay. Don't know how that works. So, but there's a little cog there, and I know you can speed it up. I tried it on my computer, and it worked. It speeded it up, and then it took it back down to the level that it was, like after it got it to where it was supposed to be, if that makes sense. So, it's buffering for others. Is it buffering for others? Oh, 12-second delay already? Oh, shoot. So, just working on it. I'm a little farther away from the Wi-Fi here in the dining room than I was in my bedroom. Yeah, I'm tech impaired too. Totally. I am not tech savvy at all. I didn't know what to do with anything to make this thing work. So it does have a sharpness. Oop, wrong way. It has a, you can manually focus it. Hey, Beach Bluff. Figured it out. It's not my new desk. Not my new desktop. It's not my new webcam. It's got to be something with my desktop. So, because I'm using the new webcam with my laptop. So, it's not the camera. It's the desktop. I got to figure out what the problem is. So. And I don't think it's a YouTube thing, because immediately when I was having so much problems, and then I turned on this old laptop and it worked immediately. And then today I tried it again on my desktop with this webcam, and it did the same thing it did last night. It stayed on for about 5 seconds and then just shut off. So I don't know what the deal is with that. And then when I put it on my the new webcam on my laptop and didn't use the laptop's built-in camera, it worked right away. So I'm thinking it's got to be something with my desktop. And I don't know whether I have one of those little things you plug into the USB that makes it to where it'll read Wi-Fi. So I did update the drivers. It said that the drivers were fine. And the only about the compatibility issue, Rod, is that it did say that this thing was good for Windows 7 and 8 and XP and stuff like that, and Vista. But it's Windows 10 on my desktop. I don't even know how to check on the laptop. I'm thinking it's Windows 10 on this laptop too. So let's see, computer. Let's check it. I don't know how to check it. Let's see. Windows X. Windows. Oh, what's that? That's the Mobility Center. Trying to figure out this computer. I'm not a tech savvy person, so I don't know. Let's see, computer. System properties. No, it's Windows 7 Home Premium on this laptop. So yeah, it's probably a program compatibility issue. So got that right. Yeah, if anything starts smoking, throw it outside. Yeah, no doubt. I bought this old laptop. I bought it way back in, I think, 2010 or so. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Eileen. Thank you guys for all coming too. This is really awesome. I got 8 people in here. Wow, I'm high rolling. So, Finley. Remember I mentioned that my son was going to be possibly discharged medically and that we were going to be moving back to Oklahoma. Well, it looks like that's going to happen. They've already started whatever they do to start that. And when we get back there and get us a place, then I'll get in touch with that feed store that you hooked me up with. I've got them saved on. I've got their website saved on my desktop, so I'll be able to get in touch with them to build those pole barns. So, give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. I had to grab my soda and stuff. So, I don't know if I'm supposed to sit back farther from this thing or closer. I have no clue. So, did you get any coons, Finley? Did you get any raccoons? Or did you go rabbits? Oh, it's not rabbit season. There's no letter R in the month. What, cat? Where'd that cat go? Let me see something here. I redid my food bag. Let me scoot this back. For my bug out bag. This thing weighs, I don't know, 6 or 7 pounds. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't look very big, but it weighs a lot. It's solid. And I haven't made a video on it, but I used that crappy backpack that I have all my videos on. I used that crappy one. So I don't have anything else, so I'm going to use that until I get a better one anyway. No, that was a Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't drink beer. As a matter of fact, the reason I had to go is I need to get me a fresh one because that one was empty. We treed one coon with your pups, and the raccoon jumped out of the tree, and we never saw him. Oh, they lost him, huh? Did he jump out of the tree into another tree, you think? Are the trees close together there? Because if he jumped out of one tree into another tree, and they were still looking up the original tree, yeah. Hi, Fishing with Grizzly. How you doing, Grizz? Glad you're here. Thanks for coming. So, wow. Oops. Don't want to mess that deal up. Okay. So I don't know when Mason is going to start his live stream because he usually does one around now, but or maybe he's already done it for the night. I'm not sure. I don't want to interfere with his deal. So. Oh, hugs and smoochies, Grizz. I kind of don't know what to say unless I tell you guys a story, but I was just really testing this to see how it was going to work today. And I think you're right about the compatibility issue. So with the Windows 10 on the other computer, I'm thinking that's what the problem is, because it says right on there on the website, because I went to the website. Hey, Canoe. I'm good. How are you? Well, I was telling a story last night about a horse named Studley. Well, you should go back and listen to the story about the horse named Studley. I'll start where I left off last night. You guys can go back and hear the rest of it. When we were up in Horse Thief Basin in Arizona, and we broke him to ride, and he was one of the best horses that ended up being up there. And we decided to ride from Horse Thief Basin all the way to Phoenix. You could see Lake Pleasant, which is in the north part of Phoenix, way off in the distance. It didn't look very far, right? So I said, okay, and about 8 of us took off on horseback, going down the mountain. And, well, after hacking through a manzanita forest and going up this one hill, the horses had to jump onto a ledge, turn, and then jump onto another ledge, and then turn, and then jump onto another big rock. It was pretty hard. And we had been going, oh, man, we went all day long. We finally found this little bitty, scummy watering hole. Well, right now I'm in El Paso, Doug. But anyway, we were up in the Arizona mountains. We found this little bitty scummy water hole. The horses had to have water. So It was moss growing on the top, and all the horses were tired. And one of the horses that we had was this Arabian named Cinder. I'll never forget that horse. And he was afraid of the moss on the water. He'd never drank out of anything but an automatic water his entire life, but he was too thirsty to pass it up. And you know how a dog will sink down with their butt in the air with their front legs all the way on the ground like they're fixing to play? Well, this horse did that. He sank down on the front end, all the way down with his butt in the air. He stretched his neck out and turned his head sideways and went and snuck up on the water. It was funny as hell. And the next day when we were riding, getting back to Studley, that night we found somebody's old cache. It had a bunch of old sea rations in it, the old metal cans. We opened them up and tested them. They weren't too bad. I had the chocolate toffee. I wouldn't eat anything else. I figured the chocolate wasn't going to get toxic on me. But the next day we were going down this big ravine. It was like washed, at the bottom of a ravine. We got to this spot, and it was a waterfall. And we had found one spot where there was a spring coming out of the side of the mountain, and somebody had taken concrete and formed a little basin right there. And so all the horses got to drink, and we filled up all our canteens. And so we were sitting down there at the bottom, and my father sent my half-brother, Kelly, up the hill on Studley to try to find a way around the waterfall. And about halfway up, my brother didn't have what's called a breast collar on his horse, and that keeps the saddle in place, especially if you're going up a hill. And the cinch had stretched, and this saddle slipped back and flanked this horse. And this horse started bucking on the side of the hill. And this horse, just a month and a half earlier, was wild as a March hare. Okay, we're talking totally wild, Mustang wild, right? He come right straight off the Indian reservation, had never been touched. And all my dad did was yell up the hill, "You better not let him go or you're walking." So my brother hung on to him. This horse kicked and bucked, and finally he kicked that saddle about 20 feet. It slipped down over his rump to the point where he could kick it. Yeah, I know, right? And so my brother had to saddle him up, and this hill was steep. If this was straight up and down, this hill was at an angle about like that. Okay, and this horse was bucking on that hill. It was steep, and it was almost loose gravel. It wasn't hard packed dirt. Anyway, so my brother held on to it and finally got the saddle back on him. We rested up. He found a little bitty looked like a little goat trail. It's probably just a little game trail. So we all rode up there, and we're following this little game trail around the side of this mountain on the side. And it was almost a sheer drop off on one side, and it was about yay wide. Okay. But the bank was so steep it didn't push the horses towards the edge. So we're riding around there, and we run up on this old guy. His name, come to find out, was Curly. He was an old miner, and he had a shotgun. And he pointed it at us and said, "You're not here to get my gold, are you?" He was, oh my God. It was funnier than hell. We're like, "No, dude, we just went out of the mountains." So he led us back to his cabin, and he had a running stream in front of his cabin. And everybody thinks Arizona is totally all desert. No, it's got beautiful places and running water in places. And he had this water pool out in front of his place. He had taken rocks and kind of made him a little, like a foot tall dam, so it would make a big basin of water. And we stayed there for a couple hours, and I unsaddled my horse, took a couple of buckets of water and rinsed her off so she wouldn't get salt scalded. And I took off my boots and everything out of my pockets, and I walked right into the water and sat down, because it was freaking hot. It was hot out there. And I was riding a little 2-year-old filly. But that old Studley horse, he lasted the entire trip, and he did it in the best shape of anybody. So if you want to hear the first part about Studley, watch my other live stream. It should be on my channel. I saw it. It was yesterday. It was pretty funny. That horse, I swear. I remember that horse the day I die. He looked like a Morgan. Oh, okay, Canoe. Thanks for coming to see me. I appreciate you coming. So I could tell you guys lots of stories about horses, but now it wasn't no chupacabra. It was an old miner by the name of Curly. I actually got in touch with his adopted son a while back. He passed away, and he was going to take me back. I couldn't remember how to get back to his I guess it was his mining claim where he lived. Because when we left out of there, it was almost dark, and by the time we got down to the desert floor up there by the lake, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So Curly Cobra. Anyway, I went back once and tried to find his old place, but I never could find it. Hey, Ronan, what you doing, buddy? Ronan, this is Tom. Everybody, this is Tom. He's a friend of mine from a game that I play called World of Tanks, and he's in my clan. We have like clans. So, yeah, well, I got it working, but not with my regular desktop. I've actually got it plugged into my laptop. So if you get back on there, tell Enos I got the webcam working. It's just not working with my laptop. I mean, it's just not working with my desktop. Anyway, Ronan, these are all the people that are my supporters and it's my crew, man, on YouTube. They all they come in and give me a little moral support when I'm trying to do something new, like get this webcam working. So, yay. I'm not going to keep you guys very much longer. I just wanted to get on here and make sure it was working good. So, anyway, immoral support. I'm going to tell Wolfie you said that. He'll go nuts. Threatened to spank me again. So do any of you other guys play World of Tanks? Other than Tom? No? Okay. Oh, by the way, Ronan, Tank Killer came into my live stream last night. He tried to tell me that he was level 19 on Frontline. So, yeah. I said, dude, can't even get that high. It only goes to level 10. And the max level you could do right now is 7. So, yeah. I don't know what he was talking about. Who knows with him? So, maybe he was thinking of some other game. Anyway, Finley, are you still here? Oh, Grizzy, thank you for coming. Hi, FDL. Yeah, I was just fixing to wrap it up. I was only going to go for about a half-hour live stream. I didn't want to make it really long. So, yeah, I got my cam working with my laptop, but my camera still won't work with my desktop. So, and thanks for coming, Grizz. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Finley. Or Jeff, I guess. I appreciate all the thumbs up. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to try to get it working with my desktop, but who knows about that. But at least I got it working. I can always use my laptop for this and just leave the desktop alone. So it'll be all right. At least I can use it. My son bought it for me, and it's a beautiful camera. I mean, it's really nice looking, too. So, and it's got the autofocus. You can sharpen the picture. It's got like a dial on the front. You can move it to sharpen the picture. And Oh, thanks. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like the camera. It's supposed to be a pretty good one. It's just not working with my desktop, so, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I don't want to keep you too long. I just wanted to come on here and make sure everything was working and say hello to anybody that came in. And I got really lucky and had a bunch of really great people show up. And I want all you guys to have a great day, a great night tonight, and an even greater day tomorrow. And y'all come back and see me.